Xin chào, hey, how are ya? In this video today, we are going to talk about things in Vietnam. There's going to be some kind of fuel shortage they're talking about because of the Hermos Pass. Although, breaking news that we just took back the Hermos, that area of the water over by Iran where a lot of the oil comes through. So let me read the article and then we'll jump into it. Ministry urges businesses to allow work from home to save fuel. Vietnam's Ministry of Industry and Trade has encouraged businesses to adopt remote working arrangements to conserve fuel as supply faces mounting pressure due to instability in the Middle East. So they're essentially asking for people to work from home to attempt to conserve fuel. In Thailand, this went much more bananas quicker. People were lining up for 5 to 6 hours to get gas, like on day 3 of the conflict, the war. It said in a statement Monday that fuel shortages could occur in some areas as military conflict in the Middle East escalates, adding that citizens and businesses are advised to use fuel efficiently. Domestic petroleum consumption in 2025 is estimated at about 28.6 million cubic meters. Although Vietnam operates 2 oil refineries, the country still depends heavily on imported fuel to meet demand. Companies are also advised to optimize logistics to reduce travel distances and empty trips and develop renewable energy sources. The regulators also urge the public to limit the use of private vehicles, prioritizing carpooling or use public transport. People should turn off engines during long stops, avoid sudden acceleration or braking, and maintain vehicle regularity. Consumers should also consider using biofuels such as E5 and E10. Some countries, including China, Japan, and Thailand, have restricted fuel exports. Many countries in the region have introduced domestic fuel-saving measures and called on citizens to use alternative modes of transport amid tightening fuel supply in the region, according to the ministry. The Ministry of Industry and Trade also asked the public and businesses not to panic or stockpile fuel, which is what they were doing in Thailand. People are advised to report petrol stations showing signs of violations, such as suspending sales without reason and selling above the listed price. A report by the government's Energy Security Task Force on Sunday said many people rushed to buy and stockpile fuel due to fears of rising prices and supply disruptions. The phenomenon has occurred in northern localities, especially Hanoi, and in some southern provinces, while it has been less common in central regions. We didn't see much of that here at all. Maybe at some, if you guys were in Saigon and saw stockpiling of fuel, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Out here, we didn't see any of that, but there's not a lot of fuel. My thing is, I'm not even going to be using gas anymore. I am going to be purchasing a bike. We'll be getting the VinFast Viper 3,000 kilowatt motor. I can charge here for free, and it gets what was it? I think 100 kilometers per go, which is more than enough for what I'm going to be doing with it. I think the move for in city is going to be the EV. Like this whole entire city out here is just VF3s. This is the city of VF3s. I kid you not. Every single person has a VF3 out here. Those cars are taking over. Their new little one they introduced is so ugly nobody wants it. VF3 is still the king of the road here. This sentiment has caused fuel demand among the public to surge sharply over a short period. Global oil prices have risen around 60% since the start of the year to over 100 per barrel, with some analysts expecting a rate of 140 if supply disruptions persist. My guess was if we didn't get this Hermos back, that Strait of Hermos or whatever it's called, I know I'm butchering the word, is that we would be somewhere around 150 a barrel in a week or two. But I've already checked and look, it's down 20-30% already because of the retaking of the Hermos thing. That's not confirmed. That's only 60% confirmed information. Remember, I'm not like a news reporter. The Vietnamese government has mobilized about 4 million barrels of oil from its partners. At the same time, Prime Minister held a phone call with Kuwait's Prime Minister, requesting coordination with relevant parties to continue trading crude oil supplies to Vietnam. So Kuwait, we trade with Kuwait. The Ministry of Finance is proposed temporarily reducing the most favored nation import tariff to 0% on several gasoline and oil products and input materials to stabilize domestic supply. That makes sense. That's a good idea. The ministry said the global situation remains volatile, particularly due to the tensions in the Middle East, which have caused sharp fluctuations in energy prices and disrupted global fuel supply chains, subsequently affecting the domestic market, according to a draft decree recently submitted for appraisal. Therefore, adjusting import tariffs is seen as a solution to stabilize supply and ensure national energy security, it said. It noted the conflict involving the U.S., Israel, and Iran has substantially impacted global oil and gas business, including those in Vietnam. Vietnam currently imports most of its gas and oil and gas from the ASEAN countries, and South Korea, which are subject to zero import tariffs under free trade agreements. However, amid global supplies distributions, sourcing refined fuel from these markets has also become more difficult. Maintaining the current tariff structure could therefore create obstacles for Vietnam in ensuring stable supply and price control. To address this risk, the draft decree proposes reducing MFN import tariffs on oil and gas products to 0% until April 30th. Specifically, it proposed cutting the tariffs on unleaded motor gasoline and gasoline, and gasoline blending components such as naphtha and retrofit from 10 to a bunch of shit I don't understand. No, it's just me. Hey, these dogs, dude. It's me, Charlie. The proposal comes as domestic fuel prices have risen sharply. Last Saturday, retail went up. Meanwhile, diesel is priced at up to $30,000 per liter. These dogs, I swear to God. So that's the end of the reading. It sounds like we have gained control back over the Hormuz. Again, let me know in the comment section. Why do you have to keep barking? It's not effective. Stop it. Let me finish the video, please. No! Charlie! Man, you can be a little dick, honey. Oh, the joy of having dogs. Dogs. Female dogs, too. They're great. She's a blast. We love you, Modi, but you can't just bark at Daddy when he's working. So it looks like we got the... Kiyomi, you too. We'll play in a little bit. Let me finish. We got like 2 minutes left on the video. So I think we're going to be looking pretty okay. That's really the only thing they're talking about with the war in Vietnam, to be honest with you, is just the gas prices. Same in Thailand. Thailand was the first to see all these things hit, like aggressively, to going to the gas station and hitting the gas pump. I didn't see it here personally. Today on the channel, we are going to be going into Saigon to do some IRL in the city. So if you're looking for a fun IRL adventure, make sure you go on over to kick.com/fatandbroke. We're going to be streaming over there. We're going to be launching the new food channel. There's going to be a couple other channels too. Multi-pronged attacked. We're also going to be doing collaborations with people. I have to email Billy Blue Cheap Charlie now. I think we're going to do something in India. So there's a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of good things. So we're going to sit down now on the desktop after I premiere this, and we're going to talk about where we're going to travel, and then we're going to get going into Saigon around 1 p.m. So I hope this was useful to people. I appreciate your time in watching my YouTube videos. We are trying to get the horse back on the proper narrow track for the YouTube channel. It is much more difficult than the streaming thing because you don't make any money from this. So this is, YouTube's a different thing now. That's why I like to be on Kick, because they pay me to actually stream. Remember, there's also additional support over on the Patreon. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's over 200 hours of unique content, so consider checking that out. As ever, thank you. Stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.